right, I've done a lot of drilling. I'm not no metalworking expert by no means, but I've done a lot of work recently on, modifying, fixing things, that sort of thing. And I'm using a pretty high dollar bit here and lubricating. This is some 1978 I-beam. It's part of my heavy duty trailer, 6-ton trailer, Hudson trailer, 1978 model. And I've done a lot of drill holing and welding and so forth on a bunch of different things in the past couple years, since I started trying to gain some skill set in fabrication repair. Something I'm not too good at, but I'm learning. That's how we learn, is by doing. But I just made this observation. Everything I've drilled before with the same equipment, same hardware, same settings, so forth, these holes drill a whole lot easier. Each one of these holes I'm punching through here, and what I'm doing is adding some better safety chains with some Type 8 bolts, because I do haul so much weight with this trailer. But this steel, instead of just a couple of minutes a hole, maybe 2-3 minutes a hole, I think I had a 87 or 86, maybe 85, mid 80s Ford truck that I redid the whole bed on. And when I got down to the I-beams of that truck, I think it took me about 4.5 minutes to drill each hole through that I-beam. Of course, this ain't I-beam here, but it's taking me about 9.5 minutes. And I even went and bought some new bits, because I thought maybe the bits were worn. No, this metal is just a higher quality, obviously. And that's just observational. But drilling it through anything else goes faster. And so I'm not sure what they did different in 1978 than they do these days. But I tell you one thing, if you plan on drilling a hole in some of this metal here, you better pack a lunch, because it sticks together like it means it. So the reason we're putting these chains on here is, again, the safety chains that are on here were the chain was not rated heavy enough. This is much heavier rated chain than what was on there. Obviously, it's new as well. Now I'm getting ready to replace the tongue jack as well. But make sure you're out there and acquiring some skills. I don't consider myself knowing a whole lot, knowing what there is out in the world to know. But I'm a lifelong study person. I'm going to study things I don't know things about, just so I know. And but yet and still, I've dedicated myself to welding. I'm still not an excellent welder, but I can get the job done. Some of you welding folks will see this and not like that. It's got more muscles in the ocean than the barnacles at the sea. But I taught myself to do it. I just went and bought the welder and did it. I welded this grate in here to hold my tire. Nobody taught me how to do that. I just did it. Welding, a few little repair things. I've learned how to replace a belt on my car at 42. That sounds pretty nuts to some folks, because some of y'all were born, it looks like, knowing how to do that, but I was not. I've done a lot of books, learning, and I go out and apply that in the practical. And I actually even thought about going and take auto mechanic technology, but pretty much these days they're just teaching how to use the computer. So and pull and replace, and what I want to do is diagnose and repair. And so I'm still looking for opportunity to do that, but get out there and learn something, so that any needs you may have, you may be able to do. I could take this up to a local shop and have them do it for a few $100s. Right now, a few $100s is a problem, but at some point that local shop might not be available, or you may be in a position where you have to fix something where you're at before you can get someplace else. And so whatever your time frame allows for, make some time to get out there and get some practical knowledge and how to do something, how to fix something, especially if it's something you have. If you live on a farm, learn how to do little makeshift repairs that will last to keep you in work and save you some dollars. All right, so that's all I got to say for you today on this first day Sunday. Passover's coming up, and y'all be about the Father's work. Be encouraged.